Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. As today we'll be racing at the Wrangler 100 at Bristol Motor Speedway. Wow, uh, for 13 laps. Winner gets $8,000. As let's see here. So it's looking like Tony Stewart. As it looks like I have no numbers right now. Nice, but just give you a little rundown of where everyone sits in the point standings right now. We're sitting in 14th. Our teammate is 11 points ahead of us so far. As last race, just give you a little quick rundown just in case you guys missed it. We finished 13th. Slow weekend for us in general. Tony Stewart picked up his second win of the season. And yeah, so how about we get into the fifth race of the season here. I'll see you guys at the track. Alright, everyone, we did get our sponsorship bonus, so we got an extra $13 on top of everything else here. Wish it was more than $13, but oh well, what can we do here? So let's get into qualifying, shall we? The car seems to be perfect right now, as our fastest lap was an 18.086, and it seems like the pole position, we're going to be about 2 seconds behind everyone. Someone ran a 16.412. Absolutely blistering. So it looks like they want us to run a 18.2, which is very... we can do that. Very doable. So I'm usually about letting off right about...
1 lap to go. Concentrate. Give us all you got.
About in the middle, and then pick it back up about midway through the corners here. Seems about the best way my car's handling. You can hear me let off a couple of times as well if I feel like I'm gonna go up and hit the wall.
Alright, we're
As
going to see
it
what
looks
that
like we're
puts us on the starting grid.
wait, 17.999, closest you can get to a sub 18 there, as we qualified 20th, right behind our teammate Danny Huffman. So let's go up here to the top here and see who put down that blistering lap, and it was Leslie Gomez. Absolutely flying around here. Same with Hugh Anchorman, starting right beside her in row 1. Then we got Mark Hunter, Cody Brock, Justin Jones, Anthony Norton, Tony Stewart qualifies 7th. In 8th, we got Matthew Day, Everett Scott, and Roy Wood. And that number 4 car brings us to the end of our top 10 for starting. Then we got Lula Cobb, Randy Davis, Terrence Russell, Caleb Stevenson, Eric Wright, Bobby Carter. Bobby Williams puts down a pretty fast lap, sitting in 17th. Hopefully he can beat out Ryan Foster starting in 19th to see if he can't jump that position and finally not be in last place in the point standings. And in between them, we got Alan Anderson in 18th. In 20th, you got us in that number 11 car. Then we got our teammate Danny Huffman in 21st. Greg Willis having a tough break at Bristol, starting 22nd. Ralph Higgins in 23rd, and David Ryan in 24th. As how about we pick this back up when we're out doing our pace laps, and we get to see the stories of the race and take that green flag. And here it is. It's Dirty Bristol, baby. As the stories of the race, Danny Huffman changes his engine after qualifying. He's got to start in the back. Greg Willis crashed during qualifying. That explains his tough break. And Bobby Carter gave up qualifying position so he can get some fresh tires. So it seems like we picked up a couple of, picked up at least one position. Starting in 19th here. So let's get this underway. Yeah, let's get that score. Let's get that leaderboard up as we're 3 wide.
You got room. You're clear there.
So we're already picking up plenty of positions here. Right behind Terrence Russell in that 00. Give him a little shot in the back, see if that doesn't force him up the track.
Inside.
It does not. We're going to try going up through the top, and there's Alan
You
Anderson.
got room. You're clear.
And we
Got a
forced,
car high now. You got
oh
room.
yeah,
You're clear
back
there.
into the walls.
Got a car low now.
As Anderson
All right,
is up
you're
and
clear.
around. No caution
Got
yet,
one peeking
so we
inside.
gotta straighten out this car and let's get back to racing clean here. There's Greg Willis, already up to 18th. A crazy start
Still there.
to Bristol. So we were all the way
All right,
up
10
to
to go.
14th
Keep it
or
nice and smooth
15th
for
or 14th, one of the two,
You're all clear up out
and
there.
just forced something that didn't need to be forced and fell all the way back to where we started. As here's David Ryan absolutely charging up through this pack
Careful.
here.
Still there. Wow, that's fast. All right, you're clear.
9 laps to go now. So we got to get something going here. As there is a huge gap between Russell and who's that? Randy Davis up there in that 98. As we try giving a shot to Russell again.
That was a great lap.
As he gives us the
Still
bottom, we take advantage, but we make contact and have to let off a
Car
little bit.
outside, hold your line.
There's Bobby Carter. Bobby Carter gets loose.
You got room.
Does he
You're
save it? Oh, wow, he saved it. So we get past that 00 car finally. Right now we're sitting in 15th. Can we pick up any more positions? We got 3.5 seconds to make up on Randy Davis and that next group in that pack, but I'm not sure if we're going to do it with 6
You'll
laps
keep
to
getting
go.
better.
So far, very sloppy race for us. Didn't really have much for the field. We could have had a way better
5 to go. You got this.
run at this, but we didn't.
Still there inside.
So we go up the track. Here's Bobby Carter's going to take 15th from us. We're going to take her down to the apron, see if that can't get us anything, and it looks like we're just going to lose positions. Come on. No, yeah, we do not have anything for it. It looks like 16th is going to be where we stick, and we're going to lose that momentum, getting that extra 10%. So we got 3 laps to go. Trying to get something going here, but looks like this is about as far as we're going to go here.
All right, now. I need 2 more good laps.
So we
from you.
did pick up a little bit of time on that pack ahead of us, as it looks like Justin Jones in that 27 car's having some issues, because we're gaining on him. Already up to 1.8 seconds behind them, but
Hit your mark.
I think it happened a little too late for us. Looks like we're going to be on the outside of a top 15 finish. Tough break for us at Bristol, but I mean, it's Bristol. Things are going to happen. It sucks, but we brought her home in 16th. 93 speed rating again is about all we can get out of that. Now let's check out the finishing results here. All right, and our race results. As Mark Hunter picks up his 2nd win of the season, then Tony Stewart was behind him by about 1.8-ish seconds, something like that. Cody Brock brings it home in 3rd. Anthony Norton with a great showing here at Bristol. Rory Wood rounding out your top 5. Caleb Stevenson, Lula Cobb, the pole setter Leslie Gomez finishing in 8th. Everett Scott and Matthew Day brings it home in 10th. In 11th, we got Eric Wright. Bobby Carter finishes 12th. Hugh Ankerman in 13th. In 14th, we got Randy Davis. And in 15th, the 27 of Justin Jones. And just behind him in the last car on the lead lap, you got Billy Bob Cletus finishing out in 16th. The rest, as the other cars are a lap down here, as we got Alan Anderson, our teammate Danny Huffman in 18th, Terrence Russell, David Ryan, Ryan Foster, Ralph Higgins, Greg Willis with a tough break today. And then in last, yet again, we have Bobby Williams. So let's see here. Let's see what all we picked up here. So it looks like we picked up $2,200, and again, one person bought our t-shirt. As it looks like the fastest lap was by Mark Hunter with a 17.119. He led all 13 laps, and all 13 laps is what he needed to pick up his second win. Bobby Carter goes from 22nd to 12th, and Hugh Anchorman started in second and falls all the way down to 13th. So I will see you guys at the race shop, and let's take a look at the point standings. And back here at the race shop, again, finished 16th. Not much we can do about that. Picked up $2,200 for a grand total of $14,300. Picked up an extra 2 fans. We're at a grand total of 17. And we got $656 extra in that payout, offered by our own race team of getting 3 top 22 finishes. As now let's go over to next Tuesday and let's see where we're at. But oh well, okay. But first off, we gotta see what we can do here. So our next tracks we go to is Texas, Jefferson, Phonetic Fairgrounds, Richmond, and Durban. 3 top 22s, 2 top 15s, and 2 top 10s. You know what? I'm feeling a little greedy here. We're definitely not getting 2 top 10 finishes in 5 races. It's just not in our cards right now. So, how we go for what is said to be normal? Let's go and challenge ourselves, and let's try and get 2 top 10, 2 top 15s in 2 races. I think we can do that. Accept that to see if we can't pick up an extra $2,156. I think we can do this, guys. As the next track we go to is Texas for the True Timber Camo 100. For a $6,000 purse, sounds good enough to me, as right now we got 4 races until the playoffs. Crazy. Let's go over here to the point standings as Mark Hunter closes a little bit on Tony Stewart. Not much though. It's still, that gap is still pretty massive. You're gonna need Tony Stewart to have a terrible race, and you to have an amazing race to close that gap a little bit. As Tony Stewart and Mark Hunter are only how do I want to say this? Multi-win. That's the word I was looking for. Multi-win winners this season. And then Caleb Stevenson has the other win. Then after that we got Leslie Gomez, Cody Brock, Justin Jones, Eric Wright, and Bobby Carter rounding out your top 8. As then after that we got Greg Willis. He falls out of the top 8 to 9th. Roy Wood, Danny Huffman drops down to 11th with 128 points. Alan Anderson, Randy Davis, Matthew Day, and there we are sitting in 15th as Billy Bob Cletus picks up at least one position, I think. He's got 119 points. He's still 11 behind his teammate. Wait, actually? No, I think that's 9. Yep, that's 9. 9 points behind his teammate. Then after that, we got Lula Cobb, Everett Scott, Hugh Anchorman, Anthony Norton, David Ryan, Terrence Russell, Ralph Higgins, Ryan Foster, and then, yet again, Bobby Williams, sitting with 75 points. Well over 100 behind from first. Let's switch it up to the playoff standings as it stays exactly the same. Whoops, sorry about that. Misclicked. And we're sitting in the needs a win column. It seems like that's going to be our only shot. We got to win something to get into the playoffs. I don't think we're going to point our way in. As Matthew Day, us as Billy Bob Cletus, Lula Cobb, Everett Scott, and Hugh Anchorman all need a win to race themselves into the playoffs. Needs points. Greg Willis is 5 points behind. Rory Woods is 6. Our teammate Danny Huffman is 9 points behind. Alan Anderson and Randy Davis are both 13 points behind. So that will be the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, as in the next one I'll be bringing you to Texas. And if you guys like the video, hit that like button. If you want to subscribe to see more content like this, go ahead and smash that button. But that's all I got for you today. And as always, hope you have a wonderful day.